this. Many of y'all probably want to know what's going on with Dame and why has he been playing so poorly in the past month. His numbers have really dropped, and he started off hot when the season first kicked off, and then it just started going bad for him. Now, if you know Dame Lillard, you know how Dame is. Dame is not the kind of guy that is someone that is had troubles playing basketball. Like this is not like this. So everyone's like, man, he can't play with Giannis. It's the coach's fault. You know, all these things that's going on when everyone can clearly see that it's mental with Dame. Dame has always been someone who was heavy into thought and heavy into his own mind and just a genuine person, and a man of God, faith, religion, and this divorce has really been a painful one for him because this hasn't been an easy divorce. Dame still loves his wife and he still loves um, his kids. These people forget that there's children involved. And the fact that he still loves his children, he's a family man. And people are like, yo, man, you free. Pay the divorce, go out and do your thing. That's not how Dame is, want to move. But he realizes now that his wife has ambitions that she wants, and she did not want to leave Portland to go to Milwaukee. And she was adamant about the kids are not going there either. And these fights was going on as he was trying to get out of Portland. She never wanted to leave. She got her business, her clients, and he's like, you can get clients anywhere. You could take your business anywhere. And then they got 3 kids, and she doesn't want to uproot and move. So he doesn't want to do long distance. So there was a lot of arguing, a lot of fights about him leaving as he stayed in Portland for basically his wife when he had a chance to leave before. And now it's just time where the team is ready to move on and go into another direction. And now that the team is ready to, say, all right, we're moving to another direction, and this is the direction we're going in, it was crazy. Um, we heard about L'Jarius Sneed's brother. Um, yeah, and then Brooke Lopez having a baby, and no, Dame misses his family. And when you miss your family and you're trying to adjust to the life of being a single man, when you've been in a relationship for since college, and some people don't know how to be single. Dame Lillard is one of those men who don't know how to be, he don't know how to be single. If you believe that's what's going on, then that's just what you believe what's going on. But that isn't what's going on. It's just him not playing defense. He was doing that when he was in Portland, not playing a lot of defense and jacking up threes. As you can tell, his confidence isn't there. When you look at Dame, he doesn't look like Dame in Portland. He don't have that confidence. He don't have that ferociousness that he plays with. Because a lot of people think that the players and how they play on the court, that's them off the court. That's not really them off the court. That's not how they play. That's not how they move. It's not how they operate. Dame don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? I was telling somebody that the other day. I'm like, Dame is one of the nicest church going people. You know, like the players and athletes don't go along with how you perceive them on the court. Jimmy Butler, you know, you see Jimmy, once he get off that court, he's a white boy. You know, he was like, let's go play some pinochle. I mean, Jimmy Butler? Not how you would perceive him coming off the court to be. You wouldn't perceive him to be like that. Now, from a basketball perspective, the what I'm seeing from Dame is the confidence level is gone. And once his confidence, he's not mentally locked in to any of it. He's preoccupied with too much things going on, as this has been a nasty divorce. It's really not been an easy transition. It's been kept private. That's one thing they have done, is kept it private. But he misses his kids. You know, he wants to see his kids, and he's not haven't been allowed to really see his children because you know Milwaukee and Portland is way, way far from each other. So I understand that, and this is a business, but he's struggling mentally to keep it all together. He knows he's not playing well. You know, he don't need anybody to tell him he's not playing well. Dame has always played this safe role. Like, it's always been safe for Dame. You know, like, this has been the safest for me to go, the easiest route. But Doc Rivers coming in at the right time, and don't fall for that. Well, the thing is when you watch them play and you see them run sets, they run pretty much like how the Lakers run. There's no movement without the ball. Dame Lillard was better when he was playing the way he used to play. When he would go towards the rim, he would actually come to the ball, go do a pick and roll, use his abilities to get to the rim. He doesn't do that anymore. He's settled for threes. He was one of the best finishers at the rim. He was a dual threat. As he improved his shooting, it lessened his attempts to drive. And when you drive, you can kick and swing the ball around, and it makes the offense more dangerous. And this is what Steph Curry did. Even though Steph takes a lot of threes, he often switches and said, okay, I got to hit another gear here, and we got to switch this up. No, it's not the truth. Dame ain't padding on bad teams. He's not the same anymore. You know, like right now, he needs to get settled in mentally. This game is mental. When you're unhappy, if something's going on that got you pissed off, it's hard to play your game. You ever play a video game? Right? You ever play a video game? Which I know you did. You played a video game, right? And you play somebody and you getting beaten, you pissed, right? And when you play pissed, you don't normally play well when you're pissed. You start making more mistakes when you're pissed off. You frustrated, you thinking about something else. But when you relax and you cool and you know in your mode and you in your bag, you got it. It'd be flowing like water. Once his divorce and everything is finalized and he could adjust to this life, I think they'll be all right. But this is what people don't understand. I mean, I know this is the new internet era where it's like everything got to work. I didn't think it was a good trade when it was made because I know what Dame is. Dame is not a great defender at all, and that's a problem. And Bledsoe is a better on-ball defender. I mean, not Bledsoe, oh God, not Rock Body, but Holiday. He's a better on-ball defender. Now, Dame's a better scorer, but do you really need another guy giving you 24 points? Or do you need defense? Now, yesterday was like a goofy game. They just kept running into each other, falling down. It was just nuts. Oh, that's what Bledsoe is, rock body. Bledsoe is rock body. So, right. You know what I mean? People missing dunks. Like the game last night when they ran into each other and they couldn't get the shot off. That lets you know right there the state of what the team is into right now. You know, it's just really bad. It's because when you look at how the offenses ran and the spacing on the floor, the Milwaukee Bucks is not an assist happy team. Meaning they don't pass. It's one pass and shoot. They're like the Lakers almost now. Either Giannis is going to go coast to coast, and if you stop him, if you stop him and happen to be able to, right, it'll show different. It's all going to hit different from different angles. Dame likes high pick and roll. Giannis has to learn how to pass out of the paint. When you see the wall collapse, you got to learn how to pass out of the paint better. So it's a lot of things that y'all talking about that's spot on. But saying he don't fit anywhere is okay. That's just some Dame hate. Y'all coming out with some just straight up Dame hate. Look at that. Look at that. That's just terrible defense. That's terrible. Now watch Giannis. Now Giannis gets the ball. Dame's gonna cut through. Now watch Dame cut through. See, Dame's gonna come through like he's gonna set the pick. He pops out. He wants the ball. Giannis is supposed to find him. He's wide open. Now no one's guarding Dame. Giannis sees a lane and he believes it's open. This is called a trap. Okay? This is a trap. They're shielding Giannis right there. You see it? They're shielding Giannis right there. So Giannis can't really see the other defenders right there. All he sees is himself driving. What Giannis should have did was swung that ball all the way over and get it right here to Dame. Dame is wide open. Now, Giannis is going to fall into the trap. He's right there, and now he's going to dribble all the way into the hole. And this, why it's the trap, is because it's hard for you to pass out of when you're going to have a 7-foot guy there, and these guys are going to come and seal this trap. Giannis has got to beat all three of those guys, plus his defender, who's going to slow him down on the drive all the way there. Watch this. Boom. See, that little bump slowed Giannis down. Now all of the guys is there. You got 3-4 guys around you. Look at that. That's a trap. So now they got him trapped, and the baseline is their friend. Because now the baseline is a defender by itself. he can't really do the moves he want because the baseline is out of bounds. So he's got to be careful where he step. They're taking away his space. So obviously he got to swing the ball. Dame's wide open at the key. He's wide open at the key. They're like, hey man, give up the ball. Giannis has to be smarter here. Now he knows it's a trap. You can't just try to force your way out and just force things to happen. But this is what Giannis doing too much. And when you won a championship by forcing things to happen, naturally you're gonna look to swing the ball to the guy in the corner for the three, rather than swinging it back up top. But let's see where he goes. He jumps in the air, bad mistake. Now he realizes I'm shielded. So now he swings the ball out. You see? Bad plays. Now here's Dame. There's a pick. Good pick. Now that is a great pick set by Wild Lopez. Dame finds a guy in stride. He missed to get the ball to Giannis because Giannis was out of position. Lopez sets a weaker pick. He didn't get a chance. But Dame's free. He really didn't need it. Dame gets to his spot, and it is blocked. Good Lord. That's just a good play by home. He's too tall. Oh, absolutely. You gotta understand, man. This game is like speed chess. It's a speed round and speed chess. Oh yes, Holmgren ain't finna let that go. He contests everything. You see, y'all don't understand what's finna happen here, but it's gonna be a big shakeup in the NBA within the next couple of years, and you're gonna see Cino's right all along. Is it a fatal flaw? Um, everybody's a prisoner of the moment, so you can look at it as a fatal flaw. Guys got to learn how to play together. We're getting to the All-Star break. It's what you do after this All-Star break is going to be the determining factor of, the endo defecto of, what's really going on. But this is when your head's not in the game. It's the end of the game. 7 seconds, y'all run into each other. Like, what the hell is that? Look at this. Where does this even make sense? 6 seconds. How the hell does this even happen? Okay. Lopez, where's your brain? Why are you setting, okay, the one Lopez set a pick. He's supposed to get out of the way. And what the hell? Giannis get out of the way. The ball is lost. They don't care about Giannis because they're up 3. So Giannis can have the ball down in the low post. But with 6 seconds to go, this is the most lethargic, none ready to get a shot off I've ever seen in my life. So everybody's playing him. He goes inside. That's on Dame. I can't blame Lopez for being in the way. Dame went right that way and just screwed it all up. And he barely gets the ball up and they get nothing. And lose the game. Terrible way to lose. Lack of focus. That's just awful. That's awful. That's unacceptable. Uh, Dame Lillard problem is going to be something a lot bigger because on a scale of 1 to 10, it's 1,000 for him. Shoot, like this has got to work. If this don't work for Dame, I don't know where he goes from here. Joining LeBron, it's pretty bland when you look at it, but all I can tell you is everybody's got to have it's on me talk. Doc's got to have a real heart to heart and say, hey, man, Giannis, what you doing? If you see Dame at the top of the key, you make that pass. Guys are trying to play hero ball and being the one to save the team. That ain't going to win. That ain't going to get it done. We're going to have to trust. We got to move that ball around. Yeah, him going in over Brunson did not make any sense. They got some new voting rule that is all corrupt. Nobody likes it, but whose idea was it to change it? Now we got Dame in the All-Star game for no reason. Yeah, it was a lot of problems, but yeah, people figure it out. No. Oh no, Dame was never like that. Like I told you, guys on the basketball court, like y'all, everybody think Russ is mad all the time. Russ is not mad all the time. Russell Westbrook is like a big kid. He smile, he playful, he ain't no punk, but that's what I'm saying. Russ, when he on the court, he's ferocious with it. No, no, I don't see them making they finna trade Dame. How you? They can't trade him. Trade deadline is over. Everybody got to ride it out with what they got now. It was a shocking divorce, because he's a family man. He loved his wife, and they've been married for 2 years. They've been together forever, and he loved his wife. He does not want to not be married, but she wants something else. She wants her business. She wants to stay where she's at. All right, they was at Weber State University. This is his first girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was Dame's first girlfriend when he was a freshman in college, at Weber State. So she did not want to go to Milwaukee and lose the business. None of these things. Had he went to Miami, would it have saved the marriage? Probably. She would have probably preferred to go to Miami. But when I look like a puffer fish right now. That's because I'm sleepy. Yeah, one day I'll be stupid enough to get married, but yeah. Well, here's the thing. Hit the like button, good people. I'm surprised I didn't tell y'all that before, but thank you. I appreciate it. Hit the like button, support the page. Dame's really loyal. Yeah, I mean, but this is what I'm trying to tell people. He loves his wife. He loved his wife. He loves his kids. And, that's heartbreaking for him as a family man to imagine being with someone your whole life and then now you got to try to be single, because she just wants to dissolve the marriage. She's very adamant about staying in Portland, and her business, the kids and everything. So now he don't see his kids. His kids is, they little. All three are little. So it's like, what are they doing? But it's like after they got married, it's not like they didn't, they was absent of problems. They had a lot of problems. And that happens when you get married. No longer how long you've been dating. Like, I've been knowing her for like 10 years. We finally decided, let's get married. Now we got all these problems. Why do you have all these problems? It's because now you're married. Now she feels like I legally got say now. You know, Dame was ready to leave before, and he ended up staying in Portland. And that was mainly because of the wife and her business and things of that nature. But Milwaukee, she was not happy about that. He finally asked and demanded a trade. Him and his wife was having problems in the marriage, and you know, well, the thing about Dame is everything. It was hard for him to shut things down and just do the family thing. Through the pandemic, that's when, I think the wife kind of got used to Dame being at home a lot. And, when you go through a pandemic and you become close like that, and now it's like, okay, we got real close and bonded during the pandemic, him at home a lot. And that was a cool 4 months, 3 months, us being in the house and he's here with the kids. That was a good thing for them. So when they got married, and after that, because they've been together since college, things starts to go back to their normalcy. He's gone all the time. She's with the kids. And when he's home, he still on basketball. And I've seen players go through that struggle. They don't know how to be home when they home. Dame would be on a podcast. He'll be at home, and next thing you know, he on the podcast, or he's doing an interview with somebody, and he don't know how to shut it down sometimes, and just sometimes he do, but once he became Dame time, he had a lot of people vying for his time. Well, Dame's not a young man anymore. He's getting older. So when he first came in the league, his first game was against Kobe, and Kobe was like, "Hey, this kid's got it." That confidence, and everything about him is confidence. But he's no longer that young guy now. He's the older guy that don't seem to be even in shape. Like Dame, I see Dame now. He is not where he should be. And I ain't talking about physical shape, mental shape. That ain't Dame time. That's Damian Lillard. He's Damian Lillard right now. That's the guy you're seeing, is Damian Lillard. You're not seeing Dame time. He's not that guy right now. That's Damian Lillard. And when you walk on the basketball court, you can't be Damian Lillard. It's time to be Dame Dollar. Dropping dimes. You got to be that guy. I know, Kayvon, everybody done seen every inch of my house. You see, I got the 2 towers. I got the sound system, the PS5. Yeah, yeah, the spoils. I gotta have the works. Yeah, man. It's a crazy world. When you make the money, everybody think the money makes up for everything. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Haven't you learned by now that the money isn't everything? The money don't make up for everything. The money don't make up for it all. Not even a little bit. Hit the like button, good people. Light it up. Light it up and strike it up. Okay, there's the FedEx people. Making sure they ain't come here. I think they went next door. But that's what I'm saying. You got to understand. The money's not even the biggest part of it. Because everybody is basically rich around you. So the money don't even matter. No, it's not about the money. This divorce ain't about money. This is about where you want to live, they got money. They can relocate anywhere. They got millions. She got her own little business out there and she don't want to re-up and take the kids and go to another town, and if she don't want to go to Milwaukee. That was adamantly known. And she'd rather stay right there where she's at. They went to Weber State, and that's right in the area. They used to go see Portland State all the time. So him playing for the Blazers is perfect. Portland State is the school, he used to go up there and watch the games and play ball up there before he even was a Blazer. They used to play Portland State. Oh, man, I was like, come on. Oh, yeah, Florida man. I saw you on the Patreon too, Florida man. Oh, I got a great Patreon video coming. Yep, some dude was in the closet, and the guy came out the closet. It was crazy. Wait till you hear those names. That's going to be a shock to the system. I don't see Dame Lillard changing a lot of anything. I don't see a lot of changes with the with the direction, but I just think it's a fool's belief if they think Dame Lillard is just washed up. Oh, he's washed up. I'm like, huh? Why would he be washed up? That don't even make sense. Nowhere does that make sense. That he'll be washed up. Weber State is in Utah. And then they go to Portland. Right? There you have it. If you want to go to Alaska, right? What's the best place to leave and go to Alaska from the United States? If you take that boat to Alaska, what's the best boat to take? And where is it coming from? From the United States. Yeah, Oregon, Seattle. Yeah, there, that area, right. So you go to Seattle, Oregon, around that area, and you go straight to Alaska. That's right. Washington, Oregon, that area. Absolutely. No, no one cares about that stuff. They, when you play in Weber State, you play Portland State. Portland State is on your chart. That's who you play in your division for your Weber State. So Dame used to love playing at Portland State. He used to play ball there a lot. That's what I'm saying. Portland State was a place he used to go and ball. This is before he was even. So he's used to being in Portland. Is what I was trying to tell you. So it wasn't like this was. So some people, that's an alien place with a lot of Asian people. It's a lot of Asian people in Portland. You know, the Nike headquarters is in Portland. Well, you got to understand, he's got to fit in with a team and a guy he never played with before. Dame has never played on a team where a guy is going coast to coast with the ball. And he's got to, try to find out how he's going to be Dame Lillard in this offense with Giannis. They're both ball dominant. Giannis is ball dominant, on ball dominant. Dame is on ball dominant. They don't move well without the ball. Giannis is a transition player with force. Dame is more comfortable pulling up with threes, and that's that. Now, 2 years ago, Dame was struggling when he was in Portland, and people didn't know it, and he got through it. He was in a slump. And now they're right back to having a little bit of a problem over the last 3 months. Guys blowing defensive assignments, spacing on the floor. They don't know what they're supposed to be doing, just dumb mistakes. That didn't happen when you had Holiday out there. Holiday was the difference maker. Take a look at this, for instance. Look at Dame. Why is Dame right there? Now you way out of position. You see that? You see that? Now you got to go all the way there to get in position. Even though they missed, that's terrible defense. It's absolutely terrible. There's no excuse for that. Boom. Well, Middleton is struggling because now you've minimized what Middleton does. Middleton was the guy that got the penetration, would kick it out and get an assist. And if Giannis run there, he ran with Giannis, and he can he's a wing guy to get the ball on the wing. Now he's trying to play that role, and it just doesn't flow well. And then Robin Lopez really, it's just not getting there. It's all one-on-one ISO ball. Look, there it is on the wing. One-on-one, one pass, and shoot. Look at this. Look at that. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Fair use act. We're just going over. Y'all, look at that. Nice cross. He gets to the lane, pull up. Look, it's just easy. Easy right there. Get too much penetration in. That's just too easy. Their interior is small in the back. Look, no hustle. Second chance points. So it's not just Dame's playing bad, the team is playing bad. They have lack of anybody making an approach on the inside. They're getting beat up. Giannis used to be down there battling for the boards. Now he's not. That's unusual. Other teams are just scoring at will every night. See, when Holiday was there, great on ball defender. See how Holiday's on the ball? Look at that. Look at that. That's defense. Well, look at that. Look at these guys. Beasley. Look, this team was terrible right now, and it's bad. It's bad. Giannis is gonna leave soon. Well, the problem is Giannis want to win every year, and that's not the problem. But here's the thing: the Bucks have done everything for you. They got you, Dame Lillard. You gotta adjust your game to the talent that you have on the court. Y'all gotta change the way you're playing. Well, if things get hot, people know what to do. I just don't think it'll get to that point. Oh yeah, well, you got to understand something. In basketball, guys don't play, man. I was like, guys don't play, but it's all mental, man. It becomes you love to play basketball, but just like any sport, you could lose the passion for playing the game when your real life starts to come into play. Like Devin Hester said, the last year of football, he didn't enjoy it at all. He lost his passion for football, so he just retired. He's like, he could have got another deal, playing on another team. He lost his passion to play the game, and he was just like, I'm done. And it didn't come back until his kid. It didn't come back until his kids was playing, his youngest kids. So for me, that's more important than anything. That's more important than anything you didn't see, heard, or they talked about. Yeah, because of Devin Hester, they had to change the rules. He was messing up a lot of money in Vegas. They was losing a lot of money. Yeah. Oh, they used to do that way back when. You take guys out mentally. If guys make a mistake, some guys can't recover from a mistake they make, and that's just it. Well, when people want to know about being a good sportsmanship and an ambassador for the sport, yeah, but that's neither here nor there. The Bucks need to make some trades. I mean, down the road, they need to revamp their team. Dame wasn't the guy they needed. It's obviously right now it's not going to work. Even if he was mentally locked in, it's the style of the way they play. It meant a lot to it meant a lot to other people who didn't seem to get it or grasp the concept of, you know, what being a star is all about. And you could be a superstar individually. You could have a lot of individual success, but if you the Bucks ain't about individual success. They're about winning championships and wanting to win a championship. They just won one in 2021. They's thirsty. They know this is their window. Without Giannis, that's over. Without Giannis, it's over. So they gotta milk Giannis and make sure Giannis has got a chance to compete every year. Being in it for the big haul, yeah. Well, that means a lot. You know, when you're in this thing, you want to make sure you're in it for the whole kid and caboodle. Guys like LeBron, Gilbert Arenas, they couldn't last in the '90s. They too soft. See, that's what killed me. They keep talking about these little thin, and we athletic. These dudes was big and was athletic. They could play longer than you. They're more durable than you. Yeah, you got all this speed and stuff, but they get the lay the wood on you. You had to play by '90s rules. Ain't no crying. You could get slapped on the court. All that stuff. You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. No way. Can't make it. Yeah, he could in that era, but could he really survive in the '90s? No. He can get. Dang, I mean, you got to think about it. Gil was a scorer. He's way better off than LeBron, but mentally, they would have took him out the game. They would have had Mason, all those guys poking at him, and he thought all that speed was just gonna mean something. When he getting an elbow to the side of the ribs, getting the wind knocked out of you. Now mentally, you thinking about it. You know that comes into play. But anyway, I want to say thank you guys. Shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life. You guys been asking me about Dame for a minute. You know, he was 3 for 13 from the three, 7 for 21 from the field. That's what's going on with Dame. Had nothing to do with the coach. I think they wrongly got rid of the coach. They just wanted to get some type of spark going with the team. But I don't believe it was him whatsoever. So thank y'all, man. I love y'all support. Thanks for the super chats. The Cash App is Carcino, Karceno, and I'm out the dope. At least I thought I